Hi, and welcome to Japanese craft beer reviews. Today's beer is from Belgium, actually, not from Japan. It's from the brewery called St-Feuillien, Brasserie St-Feuillien, and they are kind of a long established Belgian brewing company, established in 1873. And it was owned by the Friart family for over 100 years, so family owned. But they sold out to De Bock, and but then after a decade or so, bought it back again. So in 1998, they bought it again, and so it is a family-owned brewery. It's called Abbey Style. It's not actually an Abbey-made, but Abbey Style beer. And they make a number of beers: a double, a triple, blonde, brune, and more recently a saison and an IPA as well. So one of their most popular beers is called Cuvée de Noël, which is a Christmas beer, and I've never had it, but apparently it makes up quite a bit of their production. The name is Saint-Feuillien, and the pronunciation of it is apparently quite difficult for non-French speakers, and there are some videos on YouTube. If I remember, I'll try to put a link to them in the description of people at different beer events trying to pronounce Saint-Feuillien. And one of the family members there is just, goes through so many people before she finds somebody who can finally pronounce it correctly. Okay, so this is a new one for me from them. It's called St-Feuillien Quadruple. It's a quadruple, quad apt, 11%, and I have had their triple and their brune and their blonde, but never this one. So this one showed up recently in Japan, and I'm looking forward to trying this. I bought a few bottles, and I'm going to age a few for a year or 2 years and see how they end up. This one has on Rate Beer has 56 separate ratings, and the average score is 3.97, pretty high. 98 percentile for all beers on Rate Beer, and 95 for its style, which is quad or apt. Untapped, 6,034 ratings, and the average is 3.78. And this is a rare case where the Untapped score is actually lower than the Rate Beer score. So these start showing up in the Yamaya liquor store chain in Japan for 490 yen. I'm going to say it's about $4.30 or so US. And the first rating on Rate Beer was from 2019, so I'm assuming this is a rather new beer for them. But I'm looking forward to this, and let's give it a go. St-Feuillien Quadruple. Boop. And I've got my little Devil Craft snifter here, which is Devil Craft is a craft beer brewery in Tokyo. And let's see how this is coming out. Kind of a rich, dark brown color. Kind of reddish brown through the light. You can see the light on the edges. You can see it through the light behind, with a rather thick 2 fingers of sort of tan, spongy head. Okay. All right. This is certainly fruity, a lot of dark fruit, some mild esters, something slightly medicinal, mostly dark, rich sort of dark fruitiness floating up. Their triple was rather floral. This is not. Basically, it's like like opening up a jar of thick fruit juice. Some alcohol fumes as well. Well, well. So it starts out with a rich, dark fruitiness. There's something herbal in the background as well. Mid palate, it kind of flattens out. Some alcoholic heat on the roof of the mouth coming up, and quite sweet and sugary at the beginning. Some mild hops in the mid palate, not much at all. And it finishes rather sweet, as you'd expect. Okay. To me, this tastes a bit young. The flavors are kind of booming and rather unrestrained and sugary sweet. I'd like to let this sit for a year or two and maybe get the baby fat off and see how it turns out. From the base here, I'm rather sweet, rather sugary, dark, rich fruitiness, and that's pretty much basically it right now. Does have some very, very solid lacing going on here. Very nice overall. This is good. It's not an exceptional quad. A little bit of licorice in the background too. It's probably more complex than I'm giving it credit for, but not terribly so, I would say. Yeah. Well, this deserves to be tried, certainly, by anybody who likes Belgian beer. Once again, it's called St-Feuillien Quadruple, or Opt style. It's an 11%er from St-Feuillien out of Belgium, and give it a go. Let me know what you think, and please subscribe to the channel. I do have a playlist of St-Feuillien beers, and you can check those out as well. And please take care, stay healthy. Here in Japan, we're almost at the end of the annual rainy season. I guess you'd call it monsoon season, but now it's starting to get quite warm, and the summer is upon us. So it's time to maybe back off a little and try to stay cool and make it through the summer. Take care. Bye-bye.